the sound. What an intro, Kalei! Damn, let's play an intro.
I feel like it could melt into it. You know, you just keep coming with more lines.
too much.
We end it together.
So
That's a killer killer intro.
it's pretty
Now my fingers are ruined for the rest of the podcast. All dead, my fingers.
We played enough Christmas songs
Oh my
for
gosh.
the year.
Oh.
That was really good fun though. Spontaneous arrangements.
Awesome job, guys.
Thank you.
We're at about 10 o'clock now because we spent the first 2.5 hours trying to figure out. Logic isn't working for me, so I don't know. Thank you, Corey, for helping troubleshoot. We didn't figure anything out, but
We kind of got it.
He
Have a
did
workaround.
figure out GarageBand works. So this is the first time I'm using GarageBand. I hope it.
It's still recording, right?
Yeah, I mean, it sounds a little more compressed than normal, but I'm hoping the end product is still good, and I'm glad that we can come to you guys with this Christmas cheer.
Yay!
It's an awesome time of the year for ukulele players. So much good music to play.
Oh yes.
Mika, welcome back.
It's been a while. It's great to be back. Jamming with the boys, the men, bros. It's awesome to be back.
I want to get from each of you guys, but if you could pick a Christmas song that you could teach in 5 minutes or less, what do you think, Mika?
Okay, sure. I'll start it off.
Okay.
So here is this is my I'd say intermediate arrangement for Silent Night that I'm currently teaching my private students, as well as I did a workshop along with Craig and Sarah teaching this song. So for those of you who aren't a private student or with Craig and Sarah, here's the opportunity to learn my arrangement of Silent Night for about the intermediate level player. So here we go. So I'm just gonna blow past this or blow through it, but gonna go ahead and I'm gonna be plucking a lot of double notes in this arrangement. I'm gonna start off like this, fret 4 and 3, and then we're gonna go to 5 5, back to 4 and 3, and then open, just like that. Yeah, and then we're gonna go ahead and do it, bump it up 1 octave. We're gonna go to fret 12 and fret 10. Same thing, same melody. So 12 and 10, we're gonna go ahead and slide up to 13 and 12, back to 12 and 10, and then back down to 8 and 7. So putting those 2 lines, 1 octave up. Gonna go ahead and 5 5 5 just like that. Nice roll chord. Pluck the 5th fret, go to the G7 chord. We're gonna hover on that chord. Then we're gonna go ahead and slide our 2 fingers up like that. Hit our C chord. Roll that C chord. 4 3 3. Pluck the 3rd fret on the A string, and then we're gonna go ahead and bar our 3rd fret like that, keeping our ring finger there, or sorry, middle finger there. And then we're gonna shift our fingerstyle hand up to the top 3 strings to go ahead and pluck that C7 chord. Get the melody note here. Oh, sorry, the melody notes on the E string. So putting all that together. Right, so from there, we're going to go ahead and slide our middle finger to 5, put our ring finger right underneath 5 on the 5th fret on the E string. We're going to go ahead and pluck it 2 times. Slide our middle finger to 9, put our pointer down on 8 on the E string, just like that. Pluck. Slide our middle finger back to the 7th fret, ring finger on the 7th fret. Pluck that. Slide these 2 fingers back to the 5 and 5. And then back to our 4 and 3, just like that. And then back up to 5 5, 4 3. And then open. So the beautiful thing about this line is that we're going to use our middle finger, and our middle finger is never going to lift up at all on the C string. We're going to call that our guide finger. This finger is going to guide us through this whole long riff just like that. And we're going to be alternating between the pointer and the ring finger. So we're going to start on 5 5. Slide that middle finger up to the 9th fret, put your pointer down on 8, pick. Slide your middle finger back to 7, and then ring finger on 7. Slide both fingers down to 5 5. Slide your middle finger down, pointer on 3, slide your middle finger up, 5 5, back to 4 3, and then just like that. One more time. Okay, so the next part, we're going to go ahead and play our 5-5 again. Pluck it 2 times. We're going to go ahead and use this middle finger, slide it back. Use your middle finger to bar the bottom 3 strings, 2, 2, 2. And then we're going to go ahead and put our ring finger on the A string. This is like your D7 chord. Go ahead and roll that. Lift your ring finger up. And then now we're just going to go ahead and arch that middle finger like that. Drop our pointer on 1. Going to go ahead and kind of play like a G7 chord, but this A note right here is the melody. So it's going to be, slide that middle finger down to second, 2, 2, 3, roll, pluck 2, curl, and then we can go ahead and use these as guide fingers, slide up 2 frets like that, and then just like what we played before. So one more time. Okay, now moving on, we're going to go back to our pointer, 5, 5, 5 on the 5th fret, or on the C, A string, 5, 5, 5. Roll, then pluck the 5th fret or the A string. And then now we're going to make our G7 chord. We're going to go ahead and slide all the way up so that your pointer is on the dot right here, or on the 7th fret. So again, make that G7 shape, slide that all the way up here so that your pointer is on the dot, and then your middle and ring are on the 8th fret. We can go ahead and pluck that together. We can go ahead and slide this shape down 3 frets. So 1, 2, 3, pluck this. And then we're going to go ahead and slide the shape 3 more frets down again. And now we're going to pivot our pointer to the top string, 1st fret, like that. And then we're going to go ahead and pluck the G, E, A strings, like that. Then we can go ahead and lift our middle finger up and slide your pointer and ring finger up 1 fret, like that. 2, 0, 0, 3. And then we can go ahead and get that. Okay, so putting it all together. Make that G7 shape. Make sure your pointer is on the dot, on the 7th fret. Slide 3 frets, 1, 2, 3. Slide 3 frets, 1, 2, 3. And then move your pointer to the G string, 1st fret. And then lift your middle, slide up. And then now we can go ahead and do that one more time. It is a quick transition, but with a lot of practice, you'll be able to get it just like that. And then pluck the A string. And then we can go ahead and play this D9 chord, 5, 6, 5, 7. Go ahead and bar with your pointer, middle finger on C string, ring finger on the A string. And then if you guys want to add in 1, 2, 3, you can slide this bar up to the 7th fret. Nice G6 chord. Just like that. And then let's go back to the very beginning. So 4, 3, 3 like this. Pluck all 3. E string, C string. Move your middle finger back 2 frets, put your ring finger down, and then put your pointer down, hit the C string. Okay, one more time, just like this. Or okay, and then these are the final 2 chords of the song. We're going to go ahead and hold 0, 0, 1, 3. This is your C sus chord. We're going to go ahead and pluck C, E, and A string, or the bottom 3 strings once. We're going to hold it, and we're going to enjoy it. And then the very final chord, we're going to go ahead and pivot our thumb to the G string. So now you're going to pluck your G, E, and A string together. So it's going to be like this. And then you're going to let go of your pointer. Just like that. So one more time. Lift your pointer and then put your thumb on the G string. Just like that. So one last time. And here is the whole entire arrangement. Here we go. Just like that. Hopefully you folks enjoy that arrangement.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Nice.
Yeah, super nice. And that UT5K sounds beautiful.
Oh yeah, quick shout out to aNueNue for making some of the best ukuleles. This is the UT5K. They're pretty much the premier, highest end model. I've been having so much fun playing this, and it's going to be very sad to let this go. So
sustain and
whoever gets this, you're in for a treat. It is absolutely.
It's been a long time since we've had UT5Ks too. So
It's been a while.
It's so good.
and we just got a couple. We got a bunch more. I should mention Mika is such an excellent teacher, and I'm glad to have him on our exclusive members section. So if you guys are members, you'll get a number of lessons from him, and also you can hit him up. I'm not sure if he's got any open spots at the moment, but he does.
You can check me out at my website and inquire, mikakane.com.
So yeah, guys, talk about what just came in more from aNueNue real quick.
So we got a bunch of ukuleles that we haven't had in a while, and we're really happy and excited to have these models to be able to share with you folks, especially now that the holidays are up. I know some of you have been waiting patiently for some time for these to arrive, and they're here. And one of the long-awaited models, aside from the UT5K, is also the UT3K. This is pretty much a Koa version of the Moonbirds, and as you can see, these have really beautiful Koa on here. You can see the curl. A lot of pretty much the specs are exactly the same as Moonbird, except instead of Indian Rosewood and Swiss Moon Spruce, you got a nice beautiful Koa top, back, and sides.
It's a Koa bird.
It's a Koa bird.
Koa
It's
bird.
the UT3K. And yeah, same bracing, very beautiful sound. Even kept the headstock design the same with the black Goto UPT planetary tuners. And this one also still has the moon phases still going on. So you can see the Moonbird influence on the rest of the bird models, which is really awesome. I like the 3K. They have a really great sound. And it's something that I know a lot of you guys might be waiting for.
Yeah, we'll be featuring the 3K in concert and soprano too, and also the 5K in the smaller sizes, and the one Corey has in all three sizes right now too. I mean, this is super rare to have all of these birds. It's gonna be like, a couple weeks of good stock.
All in the same room too.
We're just missing the hummingbird. That's what we need to get more of.
A quick Christmas song lesson.
Yeah. Didn't really have anything prepared, but
Yeah.
again,
Me either.
we can do this.
Just
Don't
by
worry.
luck I had.
What?
I've been teaching this one. So
No worries.
I'm ready to go.
I never had anything prepared.
It's okay. We'll see what we can do.
That's Kalei's way of saying thanks for the heads up, man.
I was just saying I didn't come with anything.
Jingle bells. I didn't do
Here's
anything.
I have
Okay.
one. Hopefully they like it. Here's one of my favorite songs called "What Child Is This?" Corey and I actually played this tune at one of the previous podcasts as the intro song, and for this song you're gonna need to learn, or actually at least know these chords, and one of them, of course, is going to be the key of the song, which is the first chord is G minor. All right, and what I want you guys to do with this is I want you to get used to moving your pinky around. So let's do a little warm up on our normal G minor, and we're going to take our pinky, place it down in the A string 3rd fret. All right, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go to a B flat. Instead of holding B flat like this, we're going to be holding it in a G major shape, but all the way up on the 5th fret. Okay, and just like what we did with the G minor, I want you to use your pinky, place it on the bottom string, A string, 8th fret, right? And then we're gonna slide it down just under our ring finger on the 6th fret, and we're gonna lift it up, and our middle finger is gonna be on the 5th fret. So you're gonna hear this. Okay, so these are 2 exercises that you can use that also is part of this song. So let's go over the first one again. G minor, place our pinky down on the A string. All right, then we're gonna hit our B flat in the G major shape on the 5th fret. Okay, And then we're gonna practice this next run using our pinky on the A string 8th fret. And then we're gonna slide down to the 6th. And you're gonna lift it up to review the 5th fret. All right. So those are the two chords that's gonna be slightly different in this arrangement. The next chord you're gonna need to learn how to play, or if you don't know, I'll go over it with you right now, is an E flat. There's two ways I recommend holding this chord for this song. One of them is traditional with your middle finger on the C string 4th fret or 3rd fret, and your ring finger is gonna be on the E string 3rd fret, and you're gonna place your pointer finger on the A string 1st fret. This is your E flat. Next, we're going to be going to a D7, which is basically 2-0-2-0. All right, so we got G minor, B flat, E flat, and D minor. And then there's also an F major, but for those of you who aren't used to playing finger style and you want to get into it, I recommend using more like a suspended ninth, which requires only one finger. So this song begins with the E string 3rd fret, so you're going to hold these chords while you're playing the melody. So what we're going to do is we're going to get into a G minor position. We're going to take our E string 3rd fret. We're going to pluck that once. All right. Now we're going to strum the whole G minor chord since we're already holding it. Okay. Now we're going to put our pinky down, strum that again. So let's try that together. So. Good. Now we're going to get into our B flat, that G position on the 5th fret, or G shape as I would like to call it. Okay. Now we're going to take our pinky and we're going to play the A string bottom string, or A string bottom string 6th fret. Okay, so take your pinky, put it down and lift it up, so you're gonna hear. Okay, next what we're gonna do is we're gonna get into the F, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our ring finger, place it down the A string 3rd fret, and then because you're holding the chords, basically all of the notes that are available to you are correct. So let's try that again from the G minor, B flat. Now we're going to get into the F. Okay. Now you're going to get into the E flat position. So now what we're doing is we're just playing the E string 3rd fret, going down to an open A, and then place our pointer finger on the A string 1st fret to complete the E flat. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to play the E string 3rd fret again. Then you're going to go down to the 2, then 3, and then get into your D7 shape. And then from here, what you can do if you want, you don't necessarily have to play a D7, you can play a D major too, because the next note is going to be E string, C string while you're holding the chord. So all right. So that's pretty much like half of the song already. Okay, the only thing is that when you do this part a second time, you're gonna go from the E flat. And how that is done is just like how we did the lines on the melody on the E flat chord. D7, open E, 2nd fret, back to G minor. And then for the second part of the song, we're going to go take our B flat on the 5th fret. And remember how we stretched our pinky out in the beginning? We're going to play this like this. So 8, 6, 5, back to the F. If you notice, some of the lines are kind of sounding the same. So to give you an example of how similar they are, I'll play both of them together so you can kind of get an idea of what makes them different. Now we're going to take our B flat on the 5th fret, F, open, E string 1, then we're going to go to the E flat, D, and then back to the B flat, then E flat, and when you put everything together, and once you're used to playing the song and you're confident, try it and play it at normal speed. I would take it as slow as possible in the beginning. Don't worry about trying to play it as you want to perform it, because you're still learning the song. So let's take it nice and slow. This is how it sounds.
Awesome. Thank you. I'm going to try that.
Hopefully it was understandable.
Yeah, totally.
I
What's
didn't
nice
really think it through.
is on any solo pieces, but especially stuff like this, or like what Silent Night with Mika is like, you don't have to be too meter about it. You can kind of let that float a little bit. So if some transitions are a little harder, you can just kind of walk your way through it, and it's not,
Yeah, that's one of the beauty of, like, you're playing like a solo piece or instrumental by yourself. You can choose when you want to speed it up, slow it down.
Yeah, I would worry more about being graceful than being on time with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean the cool thing about like arrangements like what I just went over is, as long as you're holding your hands are pretty much in position to play everything the whole time. You're not really jumping around and having to strum this, pick that. You could strum the whole song.
I apologize for my arrangement, because you can't strum my arrangement.
If you want, as long as your hands are holding all the notes that are in that chord or in that key, then don't worry about it. Just move your fingers around and play the melody.
Very cool.
Just press.
Just press.
There is one thing that I want to piggyback off Kalei with what he just mentioned. With a lot of my students, and them probably watching this and they're like laughing along, but one of the things I tell my students, or I tell people, is that there's nothing wrong with playing slow. And in fact, I would encourage everyone to learn how to play slow, learn how to play soft, just to have a better control of your playing. Because when you play slow, it just allows, one, like as a tonal thing, it just lets your instrument breathe more, versus you playing really fast and up to speed. You can play slow and it allows like, imagine if I played, like, it sounds nice, but then when you go really slow, like, you're just giving space. to let your instrument kind of speak. You know, the instrument speaking to me. By playing slow, not only do you let your instrument breathe, but you also have more time to think about, okay, wait, what's coming next? What's the fingering? You know, what's my right hand doing? It just gives you more time to think about your next play, your next move, your next chord transition.
With that song, it really makes
It really, yeah, with Silent Night,
it's
it's really
so much more feeling.
right. And if you do see someone playing fast, there's probably a very high likely chance that they played it slow a lot of times before they played it fast. It's not like, oh, I'm going to learn this song. Okay, I'm just going to play it fast. And, you know, you just get there. It's one of those things. They probably played it 100 times, 500 times, really slow, like unbearably slow. And then they slowly increase the tempo so that when you see them playing it, they're playing it really fast. And, you know, sometimes it's frustrating because when you're learning a piece and you're watching people play it and you're like, I can't play that fast. But behind the scenes, they probably played hours and hundreds of hours or whatever it may be really slow, and they slowly up the metronome 5 beats per minute, or they slowly got it up to tempo, like Kalei was saying, up to performance level. You don't need to play that performance level right away. That takes the most time. Don't be afraid to just go ahead and just really get comfortable with each chord transition and learning to play slow. And when you learn to play slow, again, it just, wow, I didn't know my instrument can sound like that when you play slow. You're letting your instrument breathe. It's just a completely different dynamic.
It's like a Zen meditation. How slow can you go?
Right. I've learned from my mentors that it's actually harder to play slower. Well, it depends what the song is, but like playing slower is really hard. I mean,
Having
playing
an
faster is
instrument
really
that
hard,
sustains long, like
Yeah.
the one you're playing right now,
Yeah.
is nice. You know, that's
Right.
definitely helps the whole thing
Right.
keep going.
Right.
If you hit a note and then it just dies right away, it's
Or you
kinda
just like you hit a flub note and just like it's all good. But anyway, so my main point is pretty much, if I can give any of you folks out there advice, is playing slow is really good for you.
slow down, kids.
Take it easy. Yeah. So thanks for bringing up that point, Kalei, and I can touch upon that. Thank you.
Oh no, no. Like I was like, because that's one of the songs that's slightly. There's so many like different versions of it.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of upbeat ones. There's a lot of medium tempo ones, and I just wanted to like tell you guys to just play it how you feel and what tempo is easy for you. You know, you can always play it fast, but just like what Mika said, it sounds a lot better when you give the music time to breathe. Yeah.
It's also just harder just trying to make all your chord transitions.
Oh, yeah.
Especially if you're playing like all over the fretboard. And
Yeah,
stuff,
especially
so.
when you're going from here. You know, imagine if it was just like,
Oh yeah, you mean like
you know, you gotta...
like, oh my gosh, like I'd just be so tight and tense, and everything would just snowball from there. Yeah. So
Actually, that'd be a nice version.
Which one? You gotta play the surf version next.
I don't know.
What do you got, Corey?
I have a UT214. And
Oh, it sounds different.
deep.
I put some uke Logic hard tensions on that. That's got the smooth wound low G and flat wound third. And yeah, we just got a number of these models in. It's pretty awesome. And I think as of now, we're the only place that has this model. You know, I don't know how much into the future. I'm sure at some point other people will, but it's great to have one of our favorite models with one of our favorite soundboards, right?
Definitely.
especially mine. I love Cedar.
It's one of his favorite woods.
You gonna teach us a Christmas song, Corey?
I unfortunately don't know any Christmas.
So he's gonna teach us Presto by Bach.
So
Okay, we'll just go back to Mika and he'll teach us
Yeah.
Frosty the Snowman. A million jazz chords. That'll be the rest of the night.
I wish I knew. I wish I remembered how to play that.
Sugar Plum?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah,
That's
just
you played it.
teach that.
So I'll teach that at least. So this is in E minor. We're gonna start off with this E minor up here. You're gonna bar the 7th fret,
ring finger is going to be in the 9th fret of the G string, top string, and then you're going to go in between with your pinky between 10, 7, and 10. So, and you can strum the whole thing or you can pluck the whole thing. So that's the first. And then immediately after that is this diminished, which is 8, 9, 8, 9. And you're really just going to walk down. So that's from your, I guess if your pointer is on 8, it's going to go, you're just going to keep the same diminished shape. And then you're going to move that all the way to 5. It goes 5, 6, 3, 4. Oh, wait, actually, let me do it again. Actually, just walks out. So, from the 8th fret with your pointer, you're going to go 5, 6, and then from the 4th fret, you're just going to walk down to the 2nd fret, and then you're going to go E minor, and then you're going to hammer on your pinky on the 7th fret of the A string, bottom string, and then you're going to play this diminished, just kind of like a B7. B7 adding your ring finger on the 3rd fret, bottom string, and then you're going to hammer back on the 7th fret with your pinky, and then you're going to end with E minor. Then we'll get the second part next week. The whole thing. I'll figure it out though.
It's a good song to do slow.
Can I get Mika and you and Kalei to switch so I can get a sound sample of the T3K with the mics? Sounds awesome.
Clean.
This is a good sounding ukulele.
Oh,
Remember from the last shipment, I almost kept one for myself.
Yeah, but when you drop these off today, you're like, I don't know, they sound like even better.
Yeah, I was like, wow, there's more tone. I'm not sure why. I mean, I know they vary from instrument to instrument, but this batch is really good. I'm liking them.
I hate to do this to you guys, but constantly like shuffling, but I'd like to hear Corey playing that one on those mics too.
Cool.
It's like so piano-like on those high notes.
Oh yeah.
Clean, precise, precision. So much projection.
I forgot how to play the rest.
That would be a good song to like run
Fantasy.
through my effects on. We should do that sometime.
That always
Is that
reminded me of
Xanarkin or something like
I
that.
thought,
Yeah,
I thought one of my students that song. That's I was like, "Wait, that sounds so familiar." And if you watch this, you're like, that's so different than mine. That's such a piano arrangement. It sounds so good. Mine's
I
all
don't know.
Cole's voicing. It's not mine sounds drunk up or
I don't
down.
remember how I played it. I remember playing it a lot.
I think I go.
But that kind of has like a Christmassy kind of feel to it, right?
But mine's all Cole's voicing versus yours is all the what the piano. I'm just like, oh my gosh, I would never think of. That's so beautiful. I'm gonna show my student your arrangement. He's gonna be like, I want to learn Corey's one instead of yours.
It's not that different. I like.
No, you have the open, yeah,
Yeah, that chord is nice.
or whatever. What chord is that? Or, oh my gosh. Jeez.
I like.
Yeah, that's so nice.
He does a lot of those open with the dissonance and.
It's your piano arranging. So nice.
I don't know
Do
if that was the right
you
chord
guys
or the
have
right
you guys noticed any like way to stretch better,
Oh, thank you,
like
thank
to make more frets?
I think angle wise. Oh, well, this mic's in the way, but I think so. Like looking at this side, your angle has to kind of like you have to bring your wrist, which is like a big no-no
Or if
for
you-
my like classical
Right,
training.
right.
But like you kind of have to bring your wrist out, and so like if you look at this angle, if I'm holding the ukulele like this, usually I'm holding it like this where my wrist is straight. You actually have to like bend your wrist out like this so that your palm looks like that, and by doing that, you're able to now do this. So again, from the front, it looks like this. But if you try to spread your hands like this, it just doesn't work. Versus if you bring your wrist out like this, now you can get more of a flat contact with your bar chord, and then you can do crazy Corey chords like this. And then my thumb is like so unconventional. It's like all the way down here. It's not in the middle. It's kind of just non-existent. But that's, I mean,
Is that what you guys do too?
I rarely do those kind of. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
your
so-
thumb ends up being
Right,
like
so
right
it
at
looks
the
like-
bottom, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
Right.
not like it's intentionally like that. It's more of like
It's like the only.
we're just you
can
we
do it,
have
yeah.
to stretch. You need more.
that, and
you
then
know.
yeah, you need like just the angle to make a bar chord. That's like. It's really
But then you
weird.
got like the Benny Chong chords and
Oh, the thumb.
Oh, yeah,
You
Benny's.
guys want to get into some concerts?
ooh.
cool.
That was very.
Fiery, Lana.
Oh, I was just like, oh, I hope I don't skip a fret.
Well, you seen how many I skipped.
I don't even know what I was
Feels
doing. I think it worked out.
If you're not sure, you know a song the right way, all the way through, or whatever, you just make it your own. And
I was pretty much totally screwed up the mid part. What's the chorus for that part?
Like, there's parts where I think we know we are, and then we kept repeating, like, wait. And then we moved on, like,
That's why
I'll just
because then it goes.
I'm just treading water.
That whole section, because then there's that. What is that?
Yeah.
The B7.
I see. I don't even know.
You lie, you know.
Told you before. I'm just gonna tread. When you guys play, I'm just trying to keep up.
That's a beautiful ukulele.
yeah, talk about that guy. Let's get
Some
some.
sick curly koa on the front, sides, and back. This is the baby brother of what I was playing earlier. This is the UT5C, the cool model. So concert size, really awesome curly koa all around.
Dang.
Slotted headstock, super awesome. I love the orange color, really just sticks out so much. Like the dark sap lines, or not the sap, but the darker strikes in the middle, and then it just kind of goes out like that. Very beautiful. Love the sound on here, so clean. Super clean. Sweet. So there we go. Those harmonics. Oh my god. Oh
Can you
my
hit that?
gosh.
Can you do it again?
Just,
It's like a bell.
jeez.
I was listening, like, has Mika just gotten 10 times better at harmonics or something? He's just magical with it now.
Pops.
Yeah, it's quite an amazing concert.
No, it's the ukulele. When you play a really good ukulele, it delivers tenfold. It's so clean, even on the upper frets. I mean,
That's a concert.
it's so clean. The note separation is ridiculous. So like, even if high C, it's like a piano. This is, oh my gosh, sounds better than it looks, and it's already looks killer. Oh my gosh,
Oh, we'll come back to you.
this is wow. I'm blown away.
Have you converted
To what?
to a concert?
Oh no, I thought you were gonna say, have you converted to aNueNue? I love aNueNue. I highly recommend.
This is the first time for this model, right? Cedar bird concert.
Oh my gosh, even
Oh, there's something about this one though. When you did the
it's just so pristine. I mean, we'll try to play the same thing.
Wow. It's loud even without the headphones on.
All right, let's try. Well, it's kind of new to like. Let's try to play the same thing. Okay, cool. So it's hard to hit those harmonics. Yeah, even the same with this. I mean, it's just, it's ridiculous. My gosh, it's a concert.
There's like a nice spaciousness to that.
Oh,
What did you guys hear in terms of difference?
The harmonics of this one was just
yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, like the higher frequencies and harmonics on that are ridiculous. But then this, when you know Mika's playing the chords, I feel that it fills the, you know, it has a spaciousness to it that and it's warmer overall.
it is.
that one's just a hair cleaner. Just
Yeah.
just a
Yeah,
hair
yeah.
more piano, and
Yeah.
especially on the harmonics, it just cuts through everything.
A hot knife through butter.
Two of the best concerts, in my opinion, to come through. And Kalei, we were going to feature all concerts, but
Yeah. But
Didn't
unfortunately,
quite work out.
I guess we had a soprano shipped in a concert box. So we're gonna grab the UC3K and feature it on another video, hopefully.
totally.
So, US3K. You want me to sound sample it from here? You want us to trade?
Yeah.
One of our favorite Sopranos. This is the US3K. This is the smallest size out of the 3K Koa bird line from aNueNue. Features beautiful Hawaiian koa, sourced from the islands, particularly probably from the Big Island. For the top, back, and sides, spalted maple rosette. And the cool thing about the 3K series is that It's pretty much all of the same design specs as the famous Moonbird, but in all solid Hawaiian koa. The koa is very beautiful. As we give it a little twirl, you'll be able to see all of the nice wood grains. And the cool thing about these ukuleles is that although they are a soprano with a cutaway, they sound much bigger than they actually look. And that's one of the things we love about these Sopranos. So let's give it a sound sample. Is that okay?
Yeah, sounds great.
I think it's so clear.
I don't think you're supposed to do that on there.
Man, the shorter scale allows for so much stretch and like the chords just kind of blend in together because everything is all close.
To me, like most sopranos are almost too mid-rangey, and this has like a little bit more spread. So
Yeah.
even though it's not as big as like the tenor sound, it has the overall frequency range kind of in that zone.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think like you could bring out more of those tones if you put like a higher tension string set.
Yeah.
It seems to work perfect for sopranos. Not for everyone for concert and tenor, but every single soprano I've played with a nice tension strings to bring out all of the tones and sound from it, it seems to work really nice.
I feel like aNueNue went with the most playability, or like preferring playability
Yep.
over like ultimate tone when it comes to the stock string choice, which is probably right for a lot of people.
Oh yeah.
And even sound wise, it's nice, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
But
these are...
but yeah, you definitely beef it up as you go higher in
Yeah,
tension.
you get more sound,
Yeah,
you know, overall out of it. But yeah, these
like
these
Pepe's
are-
strings, the Romero strings, the Oasis, the Kola Ahos, Joel's strings. So there's like a lot of, you go with maybe a higher tension worth.
Yeah, we can do that too. Try them out.
What do you think? What would you put on it?
I don't know. I would probably like try like 3 to 5 different string sets and choose the one that I like the most on
We
it.
haven't really done that with Sopranos, so
Yeah, maybe
yeah,
in
if I can.
future podcasts.
Yeah, totally. Right on. We have a couple other Sopranos, so maybe we'll close out with just a trio of Sopranos.
Cool.
You know the deck the halls like.
Oh. One, two, three, and.
That was really nice. Can we just do it one more time?
Yeah, that was a solid take.
A little bit faster.
1, 2, 3, and.
One, two, three. Hey, that was cool.
That was cool.
So, 3 amazing sounding sopranos. Kalei, go first.
We got the US5K. This is the highest soprano as far as the aNueNue line goes. This features very beautiful Hawaiian koa, super curly, and when you're up close and personal, you can really see all of the wood grains and the beauty of this instrument. Comes with maple binding, also has spalted maple rosette combined with mother of pearl and abalone shell inlays on this ukulele, satin mahogany neck, black Goto UPT tuners. All yours in a small package with a big voice.
You should have ended with the.
Oh, sorry.
F add 2. See, it's easier because you don't need to hit your middle finger on the top string. You can let it go to hit 12.
Why?
So by adding that open G string, it said add 2. Yeah.
Add 16.
Yeah.
What's the
Sharp
sunbeams?
2.
Don't you tune the E up to F so that you
Yeah.
can like run around with that?
You have that C to F, the fourth tuning, so it sounds really cool.
Corey, give us a sample on that little cedar top, killer soprano. This is the second one we've gotten. We got one about a month ago, and pretty impressive.
We got one on accident.
It was supposed to be a US 200.
Early Christmas,
But we were like, yes! We've been waiting for these!
These bird sopranos are the best sounding soprano. I mean, for me, I think these are just top choice for a soprano. You get so much bigger, wider space is like a lot more than your typical soprano. And I don't know. I mean, they're easy to play. They're super
Yeah,
beautiful.
the sound spectrum is bigger.
They also sound really nice with low J's too.
Yeah. We're gonna be featuring more of the new shipment from aNueNue on the next one and into the future. And man, I am so impressed. Mika, thank you so much. Really appreciate your contribution, and from all of you guys for sharing your, helping educate us and share some fun songs. That was awesome. And tell people again how to get stay in touch with you.
They can check out my Instagram, Mika Music. I do admit I'm not as active as I want to be. Creating content's super hard, but I will try to be better next year in 2023. Or you can contact me at my website, mikakane.com. If not, you'll catch me over here from time to time.
You could probably even sign up for courses at the community college.
Right. I think you have to register with either the University of Hawaii, West Oahu, which is one of the colleges or the university that I teach at, and then Windward Community College is the other. That's the college one. I teach at those two, or one university, one college, beginning ukulele.
But can somebody from, say, the mainland register and choose
Right.
just that one course?
Right. You'd have to register for the college or become being a part of the system, have an ID number and stuff with the school. But after that, yeah, anyone can pretty much apply for the class, as long as the classes kind of fill up fast. But yeah, there's usually 20 people in the class. Fills up pretty fast. But yeah, it's free or not free. It's open to everyone who's registered with the school or the university. So
Very cool. Yeah, man, keep up the good work.
thank you. It's always a blast trying to tread water and keep up with these guys. These guys are monsters.
Oh, dude, it's fun jamming
It's so
with you,
fun.
talking stories.
I love too
Top
because
shelf.
you guys all have your own styles, and it's a unique sound that you bring. Works well together too. It's always fun. Thank you guys. We have holidays specials going on right now at the ukulelesite.com. Check that out. We're up in Haleiwa if you're on the island, and we'll be back again soon. Love you guys. Happy holidays.